Happy Sunday, Becky Webb here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have a lot to get to today. We're going to look at the tropics here. We're going to take a look at the latest GFS model because we have a chance of shower and thunderstorm activities ramping up all of next week. Also, moisture of moderate to very heavy rainfall appearing to be possible. And will we or will we not get impacted by this new tropical system, a tropical depression that is formed in the Gulf that may even become more than a tropical depression in the future as it heads into the Atlantic Ocean. It all starts now. So we start here with the total precipitation through the next 3 days. We can see out of all 1 to 2 inches of rainfall is possible mainly towards the central portion of North Carolina outside the coverage region. Western North Carolina mountains, higher rainfall totals appearing to be possible. So again, nothing too significant, but the rainfall will start to ramp up towards Wednesday and Thursday as a frontal system pushes its way through, along with the tropical moisture, not from the tropical depression that we're currently watching in the Gulf, push its way through. However, it's going to be associated with another cold front that is going to be pushing its way through. Let's go ahead here and jump towards the latest GFS model and see what the latest run is. So this broadcast is mainly about the chances of shower and thunderstorm activity into early portions of August. So we're going to go ahead here and compare the GFS model to a few other forecast models here and see which ones are suggesting some shower and thunderstorm activity. Now we start off here with the latest GFS model. We can see out of all this is as of yesterday. If we continue to push its way through towards Sunday, we can see some shower and thunderstorm activity appearing to be possible towards portions of East Tennessee, Central North Carolina, also getting some very heavy rainfall appearing to be possible. Becomes more widespread mainly during the afternoon and evening hours on Monday, July 20th. You can see just more shower and thunderstorm activity appearing to be possible, not surprising one bit. Then we start to see it appears to be towards a dry evening, overnight hours towards Monday. Then we see towards Tuesday, we're monitoring moderate to very heavy rainfall coming in from West Virginia and Kentucky, portions of all the way up here towards Indiana, pushing its way down towards our viewing area here. We can see mainly it starts to push in towards the afternoon, evening hours towards Tuesday along the North Carolina-Tennessee state line. Portions of Kentucky there as well associated with that, portions of West Virginia also getting some rainfall. Then we start to see it starts to overspread the region towards Wednesday night into Thursday morning, mainly towards central portions of North Carolina is going to get higher rainfall totals. East Tennessee also could see some higher rainfall totals. Portions towards Knoxville don't really need the heavy rainfall. They've had tons and tons of rain. So again, flooding concerns will remain mainly towards East Tennessee. Not much here. And then we start to see a low finally start to push its way through towards Wednesday. So more heavy rainfall will be off the coastline here as this low starts to push its way through towards the east, making its way towards much of the coastline here. Then we see, luckily here towards our viewing area, it remains relatively dry, relatively nice. But towards the coastline here, portions of eastern North Carolina, southwest North Carolina, portions of Charleston area towards all the way here towards Myrtle Beach. Very heavy rainfall appearing to be possible here. So as we continue to scroll through, then we start to see some drying conditions continuing through much of Thursday before finally some of the moisture starts to push its way away as a low makes its way into the Atlantic Ocean. We continue to scroll through here, then we see some more shower and thunderstorm chances towards portions of our upcoming Saturday. This is a better chance that we're watching for heavy rainfall through much of Saturday into Sunday. You can see it starts to push its way in towards the afternoon and evening hours towards Saturday. Very heavy rainfall possible towards portions of East Tennessee there as well. We continue, more heavy rainfall appearing to be possible for much of Sunday. So again, you definitely want to be aware. Definitely want to watch out for that. Another low will push its way through. Then we're watching a high pressure system over here towards portions of north of Memphis, towards portions of Kentucky. It'll push its way through, bringing some very heavy rainfall associated with that. You can see portions towards early portion of Monday morning, very heavy rainfall appearing to be possible towards central portion of North Carolina, South Carolina for that matter, western North Carolina mountains, portions of East Tennessee included in there as well, becoming more widespread during Monday afternoon and Monday evening. So, and then this is when the flooding concern continues Monday night into Tuesday morning. That's when we start to see more of a flooding concern as anticipated. Again, this is days away, so we're expecting really a lot of changes associated with that. We can see it still continues to rain for portions of Tuesday. I'm not really too concerned about some huge flooding event. That is not going to happen. I can definitely tell you that. But again, small stream flooding from very heavy rainfall is a possibility as of right now, but we'll continue to keep you updated on the latest. But as we continue to scroll through here, rainfall appearing to be possible all the way through Tuesday morning. Very heavy rainfall at times. We can see it starts to dry out towards portions of Wednesday, for that matter. Then another round of heavy rainfall appearing to be possible into the western North Carolina mountains before it starts to dry off towards Thursday afternoon, July 30th. Finally, then we start to see towards Thursday, July 30th, we see another low pressure system over here towards portions of Kansas, bringing that moderate to very heavy rainfall towards portions of the western and North Carolina mountains. East Tennessee region, upstate South Carolina is not included with that, however. Let's go ahead here and take a look at other forecast models and see what they want to suggest. So here is the European model. The European model is more of the most accurate kind of forecast through much of the next couple of days. So let's go ahead here and start off through much of Sunday. We can see some heavy rainfall appearing to this is towards Saturday, if you give me just a second. Portions of Sunday appearing to be dry. We can see out of all some stray shower, thunderstorm appearing to be possible. So again, nothing too significant. But as we continue to scroll through, also you can see Bertha right here, which is the tropical depression as of right now, will make its way towards Sunday into Monday. Portions of central Florida will be impacted by some heavy rainfall before it makes its way into the Atlantic Ocean. We continue to go through here. Some more heavy rainfall appearing to be possible for much of this afternoon into much of this evening. So again, a little flooding concern before it starts to push its way towards portions of central South Carolina, central North Carolina, portions of our northeast Georgia counties. We continue to scroll through here. Then we see portions of Monday, a stray shower, a thunderstorm is possible. Again, nonstop shower and thunderstorm activities through much of the week. Then we get towards the afternoon, evening hours on Monday. Then we start to see the shower and thunderstorm activity start to ramp up even more towards Tuesday morning, relatively dry. Then some shower and thunderstorm activity appearing to be possible towards the western North Carolina mountains towards Tuesday. And then becoming more widespread Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. The main concern over here is outside the viewing area for portions of Virginia and West Virginia there as well. We continue through here, and we start to see some more shower and thunderstorm activity through much of Wednesday morning. Excuse me, for that matter. We can see some heavy rainfall appearing to be possible towards Wednesday as well. Some more heavy rainfall, more widespread rainfall possible for much of Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening, all the way into portions of Thursday before it dries out with a low pressure system making its way through, bringing that very heavy rainfall towards the coastline. If we start to see here, more heavy rainfall expected towards the coastline, scattered shower and thunderstorm activity out of all, also a concern here. So we continue to scroll through, and we see portions of Thursday, our western North Carolina mountains getting some heavy rainfall here, and then Friday into portions of Saturday, relatively dry. Sadly, this forecast model here only goes into Friday. We can't look at the forecast track through much of Saturday. But again, the main concern, like the GFS model we were seeing, is more moderate to very heavy rainfall. So again, that's out of our huge concern. We're continuing to watch here over the next couple of days. We'll keep you updated with the latest information. Let's go ahead and take a look at something else really quick. Shifting towards our regular forecast, much of this week into midweek. Temperatures will be relatively hot. We're talking about 88 in Asheville, 94 in Greenville, Spartanburg, Columbia sitting at 95 degrees, 94 in Charlotte, 94 in Hickory, Gatlinburg at 87 degrees, 93 in Decoa, and 95 in Athens. So again, hot temperatures will continue through much of today, but at least we start to see the temperature cool down into late portions of the week as the low pressure system makes its way through. However, since we're in July into early portions of August, that temperature will warm up yet again. Shifting towards the tropical weather outlook, we are monitoring that system that could become Bertha within the next couple of days. It has been changed to about a 50-60% chance of development. It is currently in the Gulf as of right now, but is forecasted to make its way through portions of central Florida before making its way into portions of the Atlantic Ocean for the next couple of days. So shower and thunderstorm activity will be possible for portions of Florida into portions of Georgia and the coastline of area South Carolina and North Carolina. However, the positive news we have this one is that we're not really expecting any impacts locally here. So again, it's going to remain relatively nice, relatively calm, just as high and low pressure systems in that cold front pushing its way through that load up that shower and thunderstorm activity. Alright, that's all we have here. Again, as I said before, temperatures are expected to cool down for late week. We'll get to that 7-day outlook on the forecast through tomorrow, the YouTube shorter Instagram reel. So stay tuned for that with the latest updated information. I'm Chief Weather Forecaster Becky Webb. If you didn't hear before, I'm going to be out of the studio for portions of almost actually the entirety of this week. I'll be back again for portions of Monday and Tuesday the following week before I'm traveling across the country to another place. So I'll again be out of the studio yet again, so I apologize for that inconvenience. So a lot of these long-term video updates will not be brought to you for a couple of weeks for that matter. However, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, or Facebook Reels will continue. So again, some positive news with that one, so we'll continue to provide you with the latest updated information. Forecast that Chad Martin, a co-owner, will take over the radio updates starting this Wednesday, this weekend, which me and Chad are expected to meet up late this weekend. So again, we'll discuss more updates about Highland weather and see what the future holds for Highland weather. Make sure you also check out our 24/7 monitoring system live streaming on YouTube right now, giving you the latest weather alerts, the latest forecasts, and so much more at a touch of a button, something you can't find anywhere else here in the Western Carolinas, Northeast Georgia, and portions of East Tennessee. Without any voices, just gives you the latest radar scan, weather forecasts, weather updates, and so much more. And then severe weather coverage will be, if needed, will be on during severe weather coverage through much of this week. All right, everyone, I'm Chief Weather Forecaster Beck Webb. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week. Keep it tuned to Highland Weather. We'll provide you with the latest updated weather information, because remember, Highland Weather is weathering one storm